Hello guys, welcome to my channel, D-LotShow, African Fashion and Styles. I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend out there. I want to say a very big thank you to every one of you that have subscribed to my YouTube channel. I say may God richly bless you all. In Jesus' name. Please feel free to share and then support. So in today's tutorial, what I'll be doing is how to cut a princess that Bustier in few minutes. That's what I'll be doing for today, using the no pattern paper. This is the easiest way to do that, and after that you can now use it to cut your fabric in order to avoid waste, especially for beginners out there. Please share the live stream so that others can benefit from it as well. This one is the boo gown for baby, which I already cut out. I will not miss this material. So the first thing you do is to get your fabric or your pattern paper, using your bust measurement to cut out your fabric. So like what I have here. So the first thing you do is to take the half length of your gown or your top. You take the half length. So on this, the half length is 18. So I'll be using 20 or 20. That's what I have here already, because I will be using 1 inch for shoulder slant and then 1 inch for seam allowance, which is very important. Make sure you add extra inches while cutting. So the first thing I will do now is to take the shoulder measurement and then the shoulder slant. The shoulder measurement is 16. You add 1 inch to it. And then use 1 inch to take the shoulder slant. That's it. And then slant up. And then on the armhole, I'll be using 8. That's it on the armhole. And on the under bust, I'll be using 12. The bust point is 10, which I have here. Depends on your client measurement. Okay, you can use 13, you can use 12. So on this, I will be using 12. And this is the bust point. So what you do is to mark out the lines first. Okay. Remember, this is the armhole line. Just connect it. And this is the bust point. And this is the under bust. And this is the waistline. So on the waistline, remember, you'll be using 1 inch for seam allowance. You can mark or you can also leave it. Please, you can share with friends, especially beginners. Share the live stream with them. So these are the lines that I will be using to get my princess date bustier. So on the armhole, for you to get the armhole curve, it's very simple. What you do is just to take your tape, use 1 inch like so, mark, and then give it a curve shape. So that's how you get your armhole curve. So what I will be doing is to take the dart measurement, the princess dart line also. Remember, you have to add your 2 inch for zipper allowance. This is for the zipper allowance. It's very important. This is the shoulder slant now. So for you to get the princess dart, just take your tape up. You can use 4, you can use 5. As I said earlier, depends on your client measurement. On this, I will be using 5 to take my princess dart line, which I just mark at here. Remember, this is the bust point. Always mark bust point, and this is the under bust. So what I'll be doing next is to take my tape to the base. I will be using 4 to take my dart, and I will be using, you can use 4.5, you can use 10, depends on how big your client bust is. Okay, this is the bust point now. You mark, and then take your tape down again. You can see what I have here. I have 5 inches here. I hope you guys are seeing it. So you just mark a straight line up. And take your tape to the other side using 2 inch. Mark until you are able to get these lines. You cannot get your exact measurement. You have to work on these princess dart, how to get the princess dart bustier perfectly before you cannot take the full measurement, the bust circumference, the under bust circumference, then the waist measurement. So you just take it like so and mark straight. This will be a cutoff to get the shape. That's it. And what you do next is very simple. You are going to connect from here to this very point, like so. And how do you intend to achieve that? You can use your French cuff. That's the reason you need it. So that's it. And then on this other part, you just take 1/2 inch and then mark up and connect up to the line. You do the same. And then connect. So what you'll be doing next is to connect to the princess dart from the armhole line. So what you do, our advice is very simple. Just dot it up like so. So this is now the princess dart design. Remember, we are going to cut off this. So what I'll be doing next is to take the waist measurement, the bust point, the under bust, and then cut out. The bust is 40. I'll be adding seam allowance and these extra inches that I'll be cutting out. So I'll be adding it to it. We have 10 here, so I will be using 14 to cut out the bust there. That's what you have here. Just mark. Remember to always add extra while cutting. Okay. The waist is 36. So I'll be using 9 plus the extra and then seam allowance. So I'll be using 12 to take the waist measurement, like so. And what you do next is just to connect together. So after cutting out this very part, then you take the measurement again. So what I'll be doing next is to take the the neckline. So first I'll be using 3, and the depth I'll be using 1 inch on the depth. And then cut out. This is pattern paper, so I have to be very careful. You can see add extra while cutting. Okay. So on the front neck, I'll be using 4 to take the depth of the front neck. Please leave a comment on the comment section, and if there is anything you don't understand, just let me know. So what you do is to give it a curve shape. This is the easiest way, for beginners. And then cut out. This is your zipper allowance now, just notch. So what I will be doing next is to pin and then cut. pattern paper, it is very difficult. Okay. Now to just turn. Pattern paper is very difficult to cut. Okay, so you can see, you take this out and then open. So this is the front panel now. So on the back panel, you just use your 5 or 6 inch to take the dart up. There is no much work on the back panel. It's just for you to take your dart off and then stitch. So you can use this to cut out your fabric. Very easy and convenient. And then keep aside in order to avoid the waste. So what you do is to cut your fabric with this and then cut your lining out and then start to stitch. So this is how you achieve your princess dart bustier. So it's a very short tutorial. Please, if you find it helpful, please like, share, and then subscribe to my YouTube channel for more amazing, useful tutorials. So I will see you on my next tutorial. Please stay safe and happy weekend. Bye-bye. This is the back panel and this is the front.